Collider did something really interesting in posting an article that they say is the 242-minute DC spectacle that changed Hollywood dominates streaming. Collider has decided to jump on the Restore the Snyderverse bandwagon, it appears, as they posted an article hyping up and stating that Zack Snyder's Justice League was a spectacle that changed the world, specifically Hollywood, and dominates streaming. Okay, look, I get kind of reminiscing about the past, reminiscing about things that came out before, and being excited about it. I get it. Look, I enjoy Zack Snyder's Justice League. Man of Steel is my favorite superhero film to date. But we're in a new era of DC. So I think it's kind of ridiculous. Now, that's not to say that it isn't true. I'm not going to sit here and say that Zack Snyder's Justice League is not a spectacle, because it 100% is. But I do want to push back on the idea that it changed Hollywood. I do want to push back on that. I sit here and I think, did Zack Snyder's Justice League change the world? It affected the world, yeah, but Hollywood was affected more by it. And the reason why I want to say this and point this out is because it affected it in a negative way. It truly did. You take a look at the fandom today. You take a look at how they all sit there and pump up and act like Zack Snyder is holier than thou, and there's nothing that can defeat what he has created. They sit there and act like they are owed something from Warner Brothers, which they have never been owed. The victory for Zack Snyder's Justice League was a fantastic win. It was. I was there fighting on the front lines to get it to happen. And I was excited, and we watched it. But you know, the thing that we rarely ever see are people saying thank you to Warner Brothers for doing that. Because the Warner Brothers that released that was not the same Warner Brothers that screwed over Zack in 2017. This was a new company. They should have been thanked. They should have been given a high five, a handshake. But no, what did people do? They wanted more. They wanted more. They wanted more. They wanted more. Instead of saying thank you, they just kept asking for more. And that's pathetic. That is truly, truly pathetic.